Rain-slicked streets reflected the neon glow of the city as Marcus Kane edged his black sedan through a maze of back alleys, the hum of the engine swallowed by the storm. Every turn of the wheel felt like a heartbeat teetering on the edge of disaster, and tonight, the stakes were higher than they'd ever been. He had been careful for months, orchestrating deals with the precision of a chess master, but one misstep could unravel everything. Across town, in a dimly lit warehouse stacked with crates of illicit electronics, Jada Simmons counted stacks of cash with a practiced hand, unaware that the storm outside mirrored the chaos about to descend upon her life. Marcus's face, illuminated briefly by passing streetlights, betrayed a flicker of doubt he rarely allowed himself to feel. Years of navigating the underworld had taught him one truth: mistakes weren't forgiven, they were punished. The night thickened as he pulled into an abandoned parking garage, the echo of dripping water amplifying his cautious steps. He carried nothing but a small case, heavy with evidence and leverage, the culmination of months of careful manipulation. Inside, the city thrummed with oblivious life, unaware that a single wrong choice would ignite a chain reaction. Marcus's phone buzzed, and he flinched. It was a text from Jada. "It's tonight. Be ready." His thumb hovered over the reply button, mind racing through every contingency, every exit route, every possible betrayal. He knew Jada's world was violent, but he also knew her intelligence and her ruthlessness. Misreading her could cost everything. As he approached the meeting point, he noticed the silhouette of a figure under a flickering streetlight. Someone else had beaten him there. The tension coiled in his chest as adrenaline surged. He was one mistake away from catastrophe. The stranger stepped forward, revealing a face Marcus recognized but hadn't seen in years. Elijah Cross, a former partner turned rival, whose vendetta had festered like poison. The rain soaked through their jackets, and the city seemed to hold its breath. Words were unnecessary. History, resentment, and greed hung in the space between them like fog. Marcus had to act, but hesitation could be lethal. Inside the warehouse, Jada sensed the shift in the air, her instincts honed by years of surviving predators in the urban jungle. She moved silently, watching shadows dance against crates, the pulse of fear and anticipation sharp in her veins. Marcus entered, and the three of them faced each other, a triangle of tension that could erupt at any moment. Every detail mattered: the gleam of a knife, the twitch of a hand, the subtle glance that betrayed intent. Negotiations, threats, and silent calculations collided in the dim light, each second stretching into an eternity. Marcus realized the leverage he had meticulously cultivated could vanish in a heartbeat if he misread the moment, if one word or one glance misfired. Then it happened. A single impulsive move from Elijah, a reckless step forward, a flash of steel. Time slowed. Marcus reacted, deflecting the attack, the echo of metal striking metal reverberating through the warehouse. Jada's instincts kicked in. She moved with fluid precision, turning potential massacre into controlled chaos. The storm outside roared in tandem with the violence inside, rain splashing through broken windows, lightning illuminating the stark reality of betrayal and survival. When the final seconds passed, only two remained standing, breathing hard, soaked to the bone, hearts hammering with the awareness of how close they had come to total annihilation. In the aftermath, Marcus and Jada stood among the scattered remnants of what could have been a bloodbath. Silence hung heavy, punctuated by distant sirens and the relentless rain. Words were unnecessary. Understanding passed between them in a glance, a recognition of survival, trust forged in the fire of near disaster, and the fragile balance of power restored. Marcus closed the case he had carried, now symbolic not just of deals and leverage, but of restraint, judgment, and the narrow margin between life and death. Outside, the city resumed its indifferent pulse, unaware that tonight one mistake had almost become a massacre. And for Marcus and Jada, the knowledge of that narrow escape became a silent oath. Next time, they would not hesitate.